Hello everyone, my name is Lawthorn. Welcome to How To Minecraft Bewitchment, the rewrite. Alright, part 1. So, let's get into it. A lot has changed with Minecraft Bewitchment rewrite. As you can see here, the amount of plants has dropped drastically. Instead of that absolutely insane amount of plants there was before, the amount of plants now can fit probably into just one hotbar with ease. And then there's all these extra plants over here, but those aren't the plants you go out and find. So yeah, the amount of actual plants, my goodness, it's gone down, which is very nice. It's got your garlic, your Acacium, belladonna, mandrake root, hellebora, wormwood, and of course, your white sage right here. There we go. Still, much less amount of plants. Also, owls, now very tameable. This little fellow here is my owl. He's lit himself on fire several times. And trees, not these ones, but cypress, elderwood, and all that stuff. Well, we'll get into that. So let's go to some of the first things here. So if you want to mess around with Minecraft Bewitchment and you're like, oh, altar power is so difficult, well, don't worry. Owls help charge your altars, apparently. But altar power is so difficult, there is now a new thing called the Blessed Stone, which maxes out your power output, so you can mess around with all the Bewitchment stuff to your heart's content without trying to get super high power levels, because I have no idea how to max out and get good power levels anymore besides ridiculous amounts of plants. As you can see, that's about as good as I could get with this altar with a limited amount of time planting. Just going to set a day here. And this block now, you can just mess around with all sorts of Bewitchment stuff, which is pretty nice. So it's just, bam, you slap it on the altar, max out the power level. Altars come in all different colors and textures now. There is different kinds of altars. So there's the stone classic altar, scorched stone, got some nether brick altars. My personal favorite, the obsidian altars. They look gorgeous. Well done to the texturers and artists. The concrete, the Kokuan altars. You can get Kokuan from the shore side, just so you know now. And the Bitten brick witch altar, ice witch altar, anyways, and classic stone still, and lots of different colors as well. I mean, that was before, but still, I think they did a little bit of retexturing on them. Who can say for certain? All right, now the plants. So, all of the plants here, your Acacium, belladonna, hellebora, mandrake, and wormwood, all the plants can be gotten from grass. Don't know the likelihoods, didn't test that out, but you don't have to go running about randomly. There's a lot less plants, so you're much more likely to find them. So you can find all of them. Probably still the same, look for mandrake, where it says to look for it in the old Book of Shadows. But now there's only one plant you get from our friendly Deadbrush, and that is a rare drop of white sage. You get it from these dead bushes. Garlic, I hope you get it from grass, because I really have no idea how to get it otherwise. It doesn't seem to be many recipes related to it. So that's just plant-wise to get you started off. Recipe for this thing, you need the mandrake, you need the hellebora. You can find those though just by punching grass. Basically anywhere, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, as you can see here, you need, well, let's just clear out. Boom, boom, boom. You need here, to get yourself started, you need your mandrake root, your hellebora, ink sac, and your book. All those in here as well. And you just slap those all together in configuration. Bam, you get the Book of Shadows. most important thing tells you basically where to find everything else. Trees, oh, you can find these trees, well, wherever you find them, but it'll tell you. Better example would be plants. So you want to find belladonna can be found in tall grass. Oh, okay. You want to find Asyntium? It can be found in tall grass. Mine, can everything be tall grass? I don't know, it doesn't say anything for garlic. It just says that they are allium, which means they are like, whatchamacallit? Onions, which garlics are like onions. Hellebora, found in tall grass. Mandrake root can be found in grass. So not tall grass, but grass. Note that there, subtle difference. And white sage is found in dead bushes. And wormwood is found in tall grass. So you can basically, though, find these things anywhere. And it is raining. Because I don't sleep often, the game decides to rain time. That's Minecraft for you. Now, these trees, found in the world now. Yew, cypress, elderwood, and juniper. You'll be able to find them just growing. This is what their saplings look like. But yeah, these should just be growing out in the wild. Let's see if we can go find one quickly. Anywhere. Maybe this is one. This might be an ironwood from a different mod. Yes. They are definitely rarer than normal trees. But they do grow out in the wild. I guarantee. I'm not speaking out of my arse. It's just they're not providing themselves at the moment. Ah, there's one. Right over there. That's growing in the wild. Right over there. So as you can see, they now spawn in the world. Now, other important things to note are, of course, the gems. The gemstones spawn in the world too, as well as silver. And that is just gone. Okay. But the gemstones spawn in the world now. I think they did before, although they're very rare. However, there is far less of them now to worry about. So, Opal is the new member of the gemstone family. It's very pretty. Silver, of course, is an ore. Amethyst, nice purpley gem. We got our garnet over here. And finally, salt as well. So, amount of gems greatly reduced. Yeah, if we go over to here, to the Bewitchment, there's only 3 types of gem blocks compared to the over double that amount before. So a lot less gems now out there. Gonna go catch a snooze. That'll be important for later. So, here we go. Right, then, back to the basics. So, starting off, after you get your Book of Shadows and you found all these resources, resorting to normal Minecraft means, because you do have to play the base game of Minecraft before you can do any mod, you'll do some gardening, a little bit of mining, you'll get everything you need, and then you can make yourself the Book of Shadows. Now from there, the first things you should probably get yourselves are our lovely friend over here, known as the altar, the cauldron, and the oven. Very important. So, altar, probably one of the first ones you get fairly easy. You have to do some exploring. It will require you to get some elderwood. But if you have all the required ingredients, I need that book. If you have all the required ingredients, which we have in here, you can simply make it quite easily in any crafting table. You will need to do this twice, I believe, though. Elderwood here. I'm going to cheat. Empty salt and empty bottles. So it turns out, stone bricks don't do. You need chiseled stone bricks. You can make those the normal way, or you can get the chiseled mod and grab yourself a bunch of chiseled stone bricks so that it actually works. Because it's weird that way, so it seems. Little bit of a Oh no. Oversight? I feel like it should work with any stone bricks, but apparently not. Anyways, you'll need to do this whole thing twice for you to be able to get the desired amount of altar stuff going. But once you have it, you can just simply slap it down into a pattern of 6. Grab yourself some carpet. I think the owls are actually like attracted to it. Doesn't work unless it's just a 6. Slap that on, boom, it turns into a witch's altar, and you can start doing magic with that. Alright, you got your stone altar, and it's nice and ready. Now, another thing, you can probably even make it before the altar, I didn't think about, but it's actually a pretty useful thing, is the oven. Lovely witch's oven. So again, straightforward recipe. Just needs iron. Quite a bit of iron, but that's still pretty simple. You should be able to do that. And bam, you got yourself a witch's oven. Now, a witch's oven is a really useful utility, because if we go here and look at recipes of what wheat can do, well, with this mod pack, it can't do much. If we look at uses for wheat, you can make yourself your cookies, you can make your breads, pretty inefficient though. So yeah, wheat's like 3 for 1 bread, sucks. But if you throw the wheat in, grab yourself some charcoal, chuck that in there, and apparently they remove that. Lovely. Well, it used to make you bread, but it doesn't anymore. So I look like a right fool. Okay then. Anyways, it gets you wood ash as well, which is very useful. I'm a little embarrassed right now. I thought I made bread. It used to make bread, apparently they got rid of that. Okay. Good to know. Although I'm pretty sure it acts just like any sort of smeltery. But you can use it to get yourself all the spirits and various other things. But witch's oven, very important to make. I'm a little embarrassed, feeling a little chagrined. Next up, we'll just scoot right along, ignore that, is the cauldron, witch's cauldron, another useful thing. So you make that, simply iron nuggets and silver, as you can see. And iron. So iron in the top, silver down either side, and witch's cauldron, there you go. All these recipes should be in the Book of Shadows, so you really should make it. Or you just use JI, if you have it, just enough items, and you can find the recipes there. Although sometimes it won't be explanatory. Now, cauldrons need to be above a heat source, as you can see here, and they need water in them to be useful at all. So always have water for your cauldron. So yes, the witch's oven though can be used to get oak sprites. Also, you can see it was retextured, nice little retextures there, as well as the witch's cauldron actually was retextured, no longer has a handle. I believe some work done on the altar, and of course, another very important thing, the distillery. But let's go back to the cauldron, what that can do actually. So the cauldron is how you get all your brews and various other things. This thing, very straightforward, gives you the various different spirits. As we can see, if we go over here and scroll down, there's all the basic tree spirits, basically. Much simpler than beforehand. It's just all the basics. Throw in a plant, you'll get your result. Cloudy oil is now jungle wood. Used to get cloudy oil by wheat. You can also get it from mandrake. But basically, you throw plants in here with things, you get wood ash. You get that. Wood ash, very important. Right. Now back to the cauldron. Cauldrons can make you all sorts of lovely potions. We click on uses here, and it goes, oh, uses for a cauldron. We got ourselves how you make your chalks, all the fun stuff. But we'll get to that, filling things up, making magic plants, making tallow, making slime, making cruelty-free ink, making cactus brown, cleaning flags, all that stuff. But it's also how you make your potions. So you basically, you throw a thing in, you grab a bottle, and bammo. You can get yourselves some lovely results. However, it's like, oh no, my cauldron's all brown, filled with gunk, how do I clean it out? You throw in some wood ash, and boom, you'll get yourself a clean cauldron. And you can come over here, grab yourself your handy bucket of water, dump it in, have an infinite water source nearby if you're not playing in cheat mode, you scum. And bam, there you go. You got yourself some bubbling concoctions going again. So you just get the water going. Throw in some mandrake root first, and that primes it to say, okay, we're cooking a potion here. What do we want to do? Chuck in your apple or whatever else you want. And ooh, that's a nice red color. Clear our inventory. Look at that. Bam! You got yourself some instant health potions. Rinse and repeat if you want. Or you can change to something else. Again, oh, lovely red color. And one more time for good measure. But this time, instead of mandrake root, you could go with something else. Grab the old Book of Shadows. It has everything in here. So we can just cycle through this quickly and... Okay, let's see. So we throw on some raw meat and that'll give us a strength potion. Very cool. So we'll just grab some raw chicken, boil it along with mandrake root. Bam! Instant strength potions. But they're called Witch's Brew. And then they say underneath what they actually do, which is a fun little subtext thing. It'd be kind of cool if it actually hid the real effects. But basically anything you like can be found in here. Fire resistance, absorption, jump boost, speed, haste, luck. Bad luck, water breathing, invisibility, hunger, nauseous, glowing, levitation, absinthe, purification, corruption, magic resistance, magic weakness. Hell world, convert the surrounding area into a nether-like landscape. What the heck? Oh my goodness. That's horrible. Alright. Good to know. So yeah, so you can get Hell world and stuff. And that would... I would assume, by doing that, is also how you get permafrost with Ice World. Is you convert the surrounding area to Ice World, extinguish fires, and entities. Ice does not melt and appear amid rocks. Maybe not. You can Ice World, redo, convert sand color, convert red sand into anything, so a bunch of color change. Convert various plants to their desert counterpart, cause plants to grow, animals to breed. Instantly harvest, cause mushrooms, mycelium ferns to grow. Kill plants, ruin. My goodness, these potions are terrifying. Damage arthropods, wrap targets in spider webs, summon hungry spiders to attack them. Turn dirt and mycelium, grass, cure zombie villagers. Holy water. Wolfsbane. Damage outcasts from society, such as illagers and witches, has no effect on witch hunters. Sleeping, volatility, can boom, explode, take no damage. You explode. Grace. Wow, there is a lot of things. Sinking. And Curse of the Leaping. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of Witch's Brews, though. So yeah, you can get all sorts of fun ones. And there's something else very amusing and very fun you can do with Witch's Brew. So... I'm going to grab this wood ash here, just clear that out. But we need it for different purposes. Going to get rid of that. I mean, not Witch's Brew, but the Witch's Cauldron. It is, I think, one of the coolest new additions to Bewitchment. So, you need for this, though, some dimensional dust, which way easier to get now. You can cook shulker, chest, eyes of ender, or chorus fruit, get the byproduct of dimensional dust. It's very straightforward now. Although you do need to go to the end, which isn't straightforward, but that's besides the point. Anyways, come up here, and, well, no, let's go down. Where is it? Is this? Oh, it's up here. Yes, so we come up here, and we have cauldron test. So we want to clear out the cauldron. Always make sure to clear out your cauldron before you use them. Throw in whatever you like. Throw in some dimensional sand. Then you settle yourself into the cauldron. Type in the name of your cauldron, so that you want to go to. So the one we're looking for is test 2. And boom, it teleports you. You want to go back, throw in a little more, and hit. And you just chance name, test, bam, we're back here. So you can teleport through cauldrons. You can teleport through cauldrons, which I think is super cool. Of course, to do this, you do need to give them a name, which, I mean, bit of a drag, but you can just do that with a name tag. You can't name the cauldron, you have to get a name tag and name them. So going to show an example of that. We just want to find the name tag, typing in as fastest. Name tag, grab it here, and let's throw in magic teleport. And you got your cauldron, come over this one, and now it's named magic teleport. So, that is the very, very, very basics of Bewitchment, of how to get started, what you should start with, what you should focus with, the cauldron, its various uses. Cauldron, you can basically start with the cauldron. They're very cheap to make, as you probably could see. Like, if we just go back quickly. Cauldron, you just need silver, and then you can get yourself a very useful utility item for all the potions that you can get. You need just the most basics of Mandrake Root. Could do it with or without the book, but Cauldron, very easy to make, very useful. Possibly one of the best things to start with. Altars, again, they make it so you can start doing other things, but until you're ready to do them, maybe leave it off. The oven, not as useful as I thought it was because it can't bake bread, but it's still pretty useful. And, well, I will talk about the other ones next time. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye.